get going in preparation and quarterback situation at this point of the week? How's that coming along?
I thought we had a nice practice today. Started a little bit slow, but the guys picked it up, and we threw some looks at them. They did a nice job. There's some guys nursing some injuries, and the quarterback situation, I think we'll just kind of see how the week progresses, but trying to get a look at both those guys again.
In terms of what both guys did when you looked at film, what were your thoughts about the way both handled different situations in Nevada?
There were a lot of good things from both guys. I was really pleased with the way Connor started the game, and we had a good drive, kind of answered with a score right off the bat, and made some conversions on third down in that drive. And then, we asked Jake to come in the second quarter, and he kept us in the game and did some really nice, made some good decisions and made some nice throws and really got us back in the game. And it was unfortunate to see him kind of go out with his ankle dinged up. But then again, I think it's really hard. Connor got taken out of the game, and he had to come back in when we were down and get us back. And I think it says a lot about him as a person from how he was able to bounce back and come back and give us a chance at the end.
Can you talk about that air attack in that game, particularly with Hodgins and Timmy, and just what they were able to do, and how you guys did you go into it thinking you were going to throw that much?
No. We were struggling to run it. They were kind of loading up the box and doing some things to help take away our run game, and that's just kind of we tell the guys with our offense is if they're going to take away one element, you got to be ready to step it up in another area. And I thought Timmy and Hodge did a nice job and made some plays, and the quarterbacks got on the ball and I was pleased. That was the best that our passing game had looked thus far.
You guys are averaging 38 points per game. Last year it was 20 over the entire season. Talk about why you think this offense is becoming so successful.
We still have a lot of games to play, but I think Coach Smith did an awesome job with the coaching staff. I think I'm surrounded with a lot of great coaches that get the guys really prepared to play, and I think the players are buying into the system and things that we're teaching and coming to work during the week. And I think they're starting to see that, hey, what I do in practice during the week can translate to Saturdays. And we got a lot of stuff to clean up, and we're not there by any means, but I like the direction that we're headed.
Is this team, is its strength the passing game or the rushing game? Because you got Jefferson, who's leading the Pac-12, right? But you got Hodgins now, top 6 receiver, statistically.
I don't know. I like to think that we're fairly balanced and we have the ability to do one or the other. I don't think we're great at either right now, but it was nice to see, because I was a little bit frustrated with the passing game the first 2 games, and it was nice to see us create some explosive plays throwing the ball in the Nevada game.
Is Jamar 25 carries in that last game? Obviously he can do it. That's probably not ideal for what you want to see.
Especially for a true freshman, that's probably a little much, and we were aware of that, and just we're a little bit thin at that running back spot right now, and so some of those other guys have got to step up. But Jamar, I don't think he's going to turn down any of those carries at the same time, but we got to be smart about how many touches we give him.
How's the comeback for Artavis looking?
Good as far as I know. I think he's on on schedule with everything, and I think it's just kind of a week by week basis, and hopefully we can get him back sooner or later.
What kind of challenge does Arizona's defense pose? They do a nice job, and they played some tough opponents. They really in the second half last week really got after Southern Utah and did some nice things, and I just think they're really a front that plays active, and they give you some different looks, and so our guys will have to have a great week of practice. How did you handle the different looks, you think, from a blocking, pass protection, all the things that you dealt with last week?
Not good enough. Not good enough. Nevada really moved a lot and gave us some challenging things, and we knew that going in. It wasn't good enough. I know sometimes we got to get rid of the ball at quarterback, and or we weren't winning on a route. We tell the guys that protection is an 11-man deal on offense, and so it's on all of us. But I think that was something, looking back at the game, we just took too many negative plays that really cost us and put us in too many third and longs.
Seeing them face Southern Utah last week, does that help you guys game plan since you've already faced them?
Well, we're looking at the other side of it, but I think Southern Utah's offense, personnel-wise, as far as the formations and stuff, that they give us some things that we can look at that help us. But I think the familiarity is a little bit is good.
And then on conference is history, and now it's conference time. What do you ramp up, or you just try to do everything the same every week?
Yeah, I think Coach Smith, we've had the deal where it's like, hey, this is our we can only win this game this week, and this is our focus, and we've been trying to kind of take it one game at a time as we go through, and I definitely think there's an elevated level of excitement though getting into Pac-12 play, and then also the students. I know the guys are fired up for the students to be back in school, just for the atmosphere on Saturday.
Brian, how good was Hodgins on Saturday, and what made the difference for him?
I was really impressed with his run after the catch, and that's something that we'd really been working on during the week, and we thought we'd be able to throw some shorter completions and challenge those guys to go make some plays after they caught the ball, and I was really impressed with that. And then just his ability to play all those plays, and I think he played just about every play that we had on offense, to play all those plays and continue to play at a high level as the game went on. It was good to see.
What do you like about him as a receiver?
I like his length, and his ability, I think, to go get the ball when it's in the air. There was a couple balls that we didn't target very well at quarterback, and he was able to adjust and separate from a defender and go make a play on a ball like that. That was great. And then, like I said, the run after the catch on Saturday was better than I'd seen. So I think
his speed fairly average for a receiver?
Yeah, I mean that's definitely not. I wouldn't say compared to some of the other guys is definitely not his strength, but I think he can be physical at times, and he understands route running and separation, which for a bigger guy that's what you want. So but he broke away a couple times on some runs and created some good things.
How would you rank that Timmy Hernandez catch when Blount came back in and threw the deep one?
Shoot, that was awesome. We see him do it in practice all the time, so it was good to see it translate in the game. But that was a big time catch and at a big time moment. So I really like Timmy, and the thing I like about Timmy the most is what he does when he's not getting the football. And I mean, he could have very easily been our player of the game the first 2 games. He didn't catch a lot of balls, but he does an awesome job run blocking and playing away from the football, which is really good.
You said you weren't as satisfied with the passing game the first couple games. What was the difference in this one? What were you more happy about against Nevada?
I just thought we were more efficient, as far as the quarterback making the decision, getting it out on time, taking what the defense gives them. Yeah, and then a little bit of it was they were giving us some more things in the passing game that made it a little bit easier, I guess. But that was it.